Speak Taiwanese language. Feel the heartbeat of Taiwan. Tâi-gí, made easy from Radio Taiwan International. Hello, I'm Watson. You're listening to Radio Taiwan International. This is Tâi-gí, made easy. Hello, 你今晚收聽嘅是中央廣播電台Tâi-gí made easy 節目。This is your bite-sized companion where you can learn everything about Tâi-gí, the Taiwanese local language. Alright, so if you still remember, a few weeks ago we talked about vegetables and the meat in November here in Taiwan. And today we're going to dive deep into these food and ingredients here in Taiwan because we're talking about words for you in the market. So morning markets are the best places to experience Taiwan's vibrant food culture. From meat and vegetables to seafood, these ingredients represent the flavors of Taiwan. And people there usually speak Tâi-gí. You know what's interesting is that if you speak Taiwanese, the Tâi-gí in these markets, you are very possibly going to get some discount from the boss, or at least some praise from the boss. So this week, we'll learn some useful words to help you go shopping in a Taiwanese market. Alright, so as always, we're going to start with some words for you to know this week. First of all, of course, we should start with tshài-tshī-á, that is the market itself. Tshài-tshī-á. Tshài-tshī-á. That means market. Why? Because first of all, cài, it means vegetables, and then qī, it means market. So you go to a market that sells vegetables, that's basically the market itself, usually the morning market. We also call it zā-qī, because zā, it means morning, and then qī, that means market. Anyway, you should just go to a tshài-tshī-á, market. And moving on to the second word for you to learn today, it's also someone that you're going to talk to in a market. Thâu-ke. Thâu-ke. So, thâu-ke, it means a boss or a shop owner. So, if you want to greet a boss or a shop owner in the market, just call them thâu-ke, and then you can say the greeting words in Tâi-gí, that is Ni He, hello. You can just say thâu-ke Ni He, and then the boss would greet you with definitely a big smile because you do speak Tâi-gí. I mean, like a lot of people in these markets really speak Tâi-gí. And of course, they do speak Mandarin. And, well, any languages are welcome here in Taiwan. Alright, so moving on to the third word today. Shiok. Shiok. Okay, so this is kind of like a difficult word for you to pronounce if you're not familiar with Taiwanese pronunciation. It's sh-i-ok, shiok, shiok. It means cheap. Okay, so if you want to buy something cheap, just tell the boss, I want something shiok, shiok. If you think something is really cheap, you can also just say, wow, that's really, really shiok. 這真shiok呢. And then, of course, in the opposite of shiok, we have quý. Quý. That's expensive. So, if you find something too expensive, you just have to say 太貴呀. 太貴呀. That means too expensive. And the final word for you today, it's also an adjective. It's also a very important adjective if you are going to the market. 青 青 That means fresh. If you want something fresh, just tell the boss, 我要愛較青的. 青, that's fresh. And 我要愛, that means I want something. Alright, so as always, in the second part of the show today, I'm going to teach you an idiom of the week. So today's idiom is, of course, related to the culture of a morning market. So if you go to a market, perhaps your mom or your friend asks you to buy something, but you could not find that thing, you can just tell your mom or your friend, bơ hí, hế mà hơ. Bơ hí, hế mà hơ. This whole idiom literally means if you can't get fish, buying some shrimp is fine too. So bơ, that means no. And then hí, that's fish. Hế, that's shrimp. Hơ, that means good or fine. So bơ hí, hế mà hơ. No fish? Well, shrimp are also fine too. That is a literal meaning, but it's a metaphor of to settle for the next best thing, or having something is better than nothing. You just have to go with the flow sometimes, and maybe life just couldn't give you something that you want. But it's okay, you could get something else, unless you're allergic to shrimp. Well, that is a very, very bad joke. Anyway, if you can't get something and you just find another replacement for yourself, well, this is the idiom that you can say. Bơ hí, hế mà hơ. No fish, shrimp is also good. Anyway, so that is the idiom for the week. Bơ hí, hế mà hơ. Alright, so let's get a quick review of the new words we've learned today. Tshài-tshī-á, market. Thâu-ke, boss or shop owner. Shop, cheap. Quý, expensive. Tshinn, fresh. And that's all for this week on Tâi-gí Made Easy. As always, if you want to find all the words and idioms we have learned today, do check out our program website at www.rti.org.tw/en. And don't forget to subscribe to this program wherever you get your podcast. I'm Wonson, and I'll see you next week. 咱后礼拜再会咯。